Hey folks, welcome back. Well, I'm continuing on with the cab corner repairs on the truck, so let me show you where I've got to so far since the last video. As you can see, I think I showed you this side already, got this welded in, except for this hole right here, which I'm hoping the fiberglass reinforced filler will fill in, because I just can't get that welded in. The metal's too thin and you just keep chasing the hole back, but should be okay. And on the other side, you can see I'm using sander. Yes, I know it's not the right sander. I don't have a proper DA sander, but this does the job. This side I've started sanding it. It's turned out pretty good so far. We're always going to use filler. Factory used filler, so don't complain about using a little bit of filler, but still got a little bit more sanding to do. Sanded up a ways. I sanded this back a bit, but I need to do some more. I'll probably have to use some putty to fill those scratches in that I made ripping the box off. Then once I get it sanded, I am going to mix up some epoxy, seal it up with, spray some epoxy, and then once that's done, I will use some of the different products, the different body fillers I have. This is the mini fiber. I do have some Bondo fiberglass reinforced body filler, but I'm not a fan of the, sorry, that's Motomaster stuff. I'm not a fan of the cheaper stuff, so hopefully this Napa stuff, which is made I think by Evercoat, same with this stuff, will do the job, and then I can use maybe that body putty to fill in those scratches. And then once that's done, I will throw some high build primer on, which I still have to go get. I don't have any. And then finally, this is some pre-mixed paint, color matched paint. There's not much in there, it should be enough to do both sides. And some clear. I've never shot proper automotive base clear, so that should be interesting. And then obviously some sandpaper, tape, so on. So I'll continue sanding and then throw some filler on and bring you back. Alright, I got it all sanded down, and now I'm going to just mix up some of this mini fiber body filler. Yes, I'm doing it on cardboard. You see lots of people say don't do it, but works fine as far as I'm concerned. And stinky stuff. Looks just like any other fiber reinforced body filler. So I'm just going to slap some down. Most of this is probably going to get sanded off, but it's the way it goes. Like I said in the previous video, I'm no body man, I'm no welder. This guy that doesn't want to pay somebody else to do something that I feel I can do myself. Maybe not as well, but I can do it good enough. Let's get this one. It's not my favorite smelling stuff, but once I get this on, then I can let it dry, and while it's drying, I will go and pick up some, let's get you in better frame here. There we go. Go pick up some high build primer. And you mix this stuff, from what I understand, whenever you're mixing body filler, don't stir it, because you will get air pockets in it. You want to keep folding it into itself. I think I may have mixed up too much, but it's alright. Oh, hate the smell of this stuff. Mix it till all the hardener is mixed in good. Alright, let's take it over and slather it on. Alright, hope you can see that. Let's throw some of this on. I'll do this side, you can watch. I'll continue getting it on my hands and fill this in, and I'll bring you back once I get it all sanded down and get ready for the other coat. Well, I started sanding this out. You can see how there's lots of metal and that showing through, so it's just a light coat. Some of the body filler from the factory showing through as well, so it's getting there. I forgot how much sanding sucks, but this side sanded out. I will get the other side sanded out, and then I'm trying to decide if I put the epoxy on before I put the finish filler or put the epoxy on after finish filler. I'll have to do some research and see. I think there's varying opinions on which way to do it. I think either way works, but I'll get the other side sanded out, and then I'll get the other filler on and sand it out, and I will bring you back once I have that part done. Alright, well, I got the truck backed in here part way. Didn't back it in all the way because I wanted to have some room to move around it. And I'm just trying to figure out how the heck I want to mask this off. The biggest problem is keeping overspray out of the cab and off the door panels. I'm not worried about down here, that sort of thing, and covering off the back will be easy enough. So I'm almost thinking I might try to put like a cardboard blocker down low here, and then throw either garbage bags or masking paper or something over it. So got to come up with something, because I need to, I'm just going to use a touch-up gun, which is right there, small guy. I'll mix up some of the, where is it, it's down here, the epoxy, and spray over all the bare metal in the primer. So bare metal in the filler. I looked it up, and it's like the reinforced filler, there's varying opinions, but some people say you shouldn't put it on top of epoxy, some say you can, but regardless, I can put the epoxy over it, and then I can use the regular body filler on top of that, and then after that I'll use the, where is it, high build primer, just a rattle can, and then the paint and the clear coat. So I'll bring you back once I have this masked up on this side. Okay, well, I finally got both sides masked off. So now we're going to mix up the epoxy. This stuff was all separated, which it likes to do. It's been sitting for quite a few years, even though it was a brand new can. But what I'm going to do is, if you read the back here, if you can see it, we're going to mix it up as primer. We mix one part of this catalyst to one part of the epoxy. Just going to triple check that. One part, yeah. So it's going to be equal amounts of each. So I got a mixing cup here. We're going to mix enough up that we can do both sides. I'll probably have to fill the cup twice. I got this all cleaned out. It's leaking a bit here, so I'm going to have to maybe take it apart after. It's a cheap gun, so it is what it is. Pressure set and everything, but we're going to mix this stuff up and get it poured into the sprayer through a filter thing. I've got some here somewhere. Paint strainer, make sure there's no lumps in it, and then we'll get it sprayed on here, and hopefully it works. So let me set you up here and you can watch what's going on. Let's see if I can find a spot. There we go. From the back side, I guess. So first thing I'm going to do is make a mess by, I think this cup is, it's like 100, about 100, 125 milliliters. So I think I might mix up 200 of this to start with. So we're going to pour 100 of the epoxy sealer primer into the cup. These do have graduations on the side, but I'm just going to use the milliliters. Get her close. And let's see. Stuff took a while to get it mixed back up. So let's see, I said 100, correct? Yeah. Okay. That's actually 150. So we're gonna have to throw 150 of this in. Let's see here if I can get it open. Forgot how horrible smelling this stuff is. Okay, so we're up to the 300 milliliter mark. Now we're just going to mix her up. And I'm going to get a new stick. Actually, I can use the back side of this one. Get this mixed up. Good. Stuff dries fairly quick, if I recall, but I think there's a decent amount of working time while it's mixed in the cup. So, alright. Make sure you wear a mask when you're spraying this stuff too. I don't have one on now when I'm mixing, but I should. It's not the nicest smelling, but I will definitely be wearing a mask when I spray it. And not just a dust mask, a proper respirator. Sorry, I stepped away briefly. I'm gonna have to be careful with the strainer because it doesn't fit very well in the cup, so I'm just gonna go slow and watch it. There we go, it's full. Okay, I'll get masked up and set you up in another spot, and let's get some of this sprayed on. Okay, you can watch from the floor. And the moment of truth. Let's see if I can ruin this. I'm going to do a little bit of a spray on some cardboard. That's what I say, it's easy to control. And away we go. My mask keeps sliding off. There's one side. Let me go do the other and I'll show you once I'm done. Okay, I got both sides sprayed in. And you know, just like painting a house, as soon as you put primer on the walls, you can see every little imperfection. But in this situation, this is just epoxy to rust proof everything. Like you can see here, I missed some. There's a whole bunch of pinholes, or not pinholes, but things that'll get filled in with the actual primer. This is just to protect everything from corrosion. And I mixed up about twice as much as I needed to, so now I know for next time. But this can dry for probably 24 hours, I think, and then we can get to doing more body work with the lightweight body filler. So I will bring you back when I'm working on that, probably tomorrow night. Stay tuned. Well, I think I've decided what I'm going to do for the rest of this video is just do a video clip of the end of each step as I complete it and show you what it is and then what the next step is. So the next step for this is to scuff this back again just a little bit and then do the lightweight body filler. So I'll bring you back once I have that done and sanded down. Alright, well I got both sides filled with the regular filler. This stuff plus some putty sanded out. I just sanded it with 180. Show you the other side. Also did the putty all the way up where I did all the scratches, even though you don't really see that because of the box. I figured I'd still fill it in. But now, next step is to do primer. I was going to do epoxy again because I sanded through the metal in spots, but let me show you here. I'm using a rattle can. I'm using this stuff. High build primers filler. But it's actually, you can use it straight on metal, so it's fine to go over those few spots I sanded through. So I'm going to mask this up, put several coats, probably 2 coats of this on, and then get it sanded out and ready for base coat. Alright, I got everything primed up. Need to sand it out just a bit, feather out the edges. I actually put 4 coats of the rattle can primer on to build it up a little bit to allow me to sand it out. Then once that's done, I will mask it off, wipe it down, and wet the floor and get ready to spray the base coat, which is going to be probably 3 coats of that with 10 minutes in between each coat. Well, I got her all finished up, and I tell you what, doing a paint blend is not something you start off with learning. You can kind of see, I don't know if you can see in the video, there's a bit of a line up in here and all that, and paint matches pretty good. Might be hard to see in the video, but it's not the definitely not the easiest thing to do. But I have to keep telling myself, sometimes I'm a bit of a, I don't know if a perfectionist is what you call it, but it's better than rotted out cab corners on a 12-year-old truck. So I'm happy with it. Once I get the box on, this whole area will be covered up. So all you'll see is that the side you can actually see a little bit more, but yeah, make sure the truck stays a little dirty and you'll never notice it. So I just got to reassemble it now, but I think before I drop the box on, I'm going to brush all this off and just brush on some black paint that I have just to help protect it a little bit before I put everything back together. Oh, and the running boards, of course, and everything else. But yeah, you can definitely see that paint's not a perfect match, but whatever, it is what it is. So as I've mentioned before, my videos are not how-to videos. They're just me doing stuff, right or wrong, but things work out okay. Sometimes they don't. Got lots of product left if I ever need to redo it. But like I said, it's a work truck and it's better than a rust hole. So in any case, I'm going to get this figured out how to get this back together, and until next time, take care and talk to you later.